Good morning and welcome to another episode of Mark's Mornings. If you had to sum up your life in one sentence, what would that be? And would people remember you the way that you saw yourself? A lot of times people forget that we're not here on this earth for us. We are here for others. Take a moment, and while you're getting another cup of coffee, let's think about that. I love the verse that we just put up. One of the biggest reasons is because it keeps me grounded. It reminds me to not be so focused on what I've done and what I am trying to be in the future. If there was anything that I taught my soldiers or those that worked under me for a long time, it was your life is not about you. It's about what you are doing to impact other people. Our society always teaches us that it's about you. You got to live your life just for you. You have to be above the standard. You have to be above everyone. Do what makes you feel good. I mean, that is one of the most irritating things that I hear often in the world is do what makes you feel good. If I did everything that makes me feel good, I would be a complete wreck. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, it would be horrible. I love food, and it makes me feel good when I eat. But if I continue to eat everything just because it feels good and it tastes good, then I'm telling you, I'm gonna blow up and be a fwafoon. And that's how I'll be. But is that really what we want to do? If we take a moment and we think about how are we impacting others? What are we doing to raise up the next generation? If there is one thing that I cannot stand, it's the hoarding of information. And there are leaders everywhere, no matter what business you are in or no matter what occupation that you are serving in. They will refuse to release information for fear of losing their position, title, or reputation. Believe me, guys, this happens more often than you think, especially in areas where you wouldn't think it would be there. Here is a leadership nugget that I want you guys to take. If you are in a leadership position, either in your job, in your church, or in your home, you need to remember, life is not about you. Give what you have learned to those that you are influencing so that they can grow and blossom to be even greater leaders than we could ever imagine. Teach others. I would much rather be able to pour everything that I have into somebody else so that they can succeed. I want you to be better. I want you to grow and outshine me. That would be wonderful. If there's anything that is more satisfying to me, that's watching others succeed. I love going onto Facebook and seeing those that I've had the opportunity to pour in even just the smallest thing into somebody's life and watching them grow from being this delicate creature that knows absolutely nothing to being leaders in the future, raising and leading their own people. I remember back in college, one of our instructors took us to a cemetery. Kind of the most awkward things that we ever did, but when I walked around, every single tombstone had a phrase, something to remember the person that passed away. One in particular just had the guy's name. I mean, it was horrible. John Doe. That's it. I mean, if you have to make the decision in life, what are people going to remember you? I hope that people remember me for the good things that I did. And I think that all of us will hope that that's what we need to do. But the Bible makes it very clear. Do life for others. Don't be selfish on your own. Will people be able to stand and say, this person put others before themselves? Mark Maldonado was not a selfish, self-centered person that only cared about how he was going to be impacted in the world. People do that when it comes to finding churches, a job, or they go to a business, a social group, a school. What can I get out of all of this? Instead, Jesus tells us to be a servant. When he came to this earth, he did not come to be served. He came to serve others, to set an example of how we are to live. In this scripture verse, the last verse in this section says that we are to be like Christ. Isn't that crazy? So if we are to be like him in this scenario, then we are to put others before yourself. You don't have to be this fantastic leader that is leading thousands of people and influencing others. You don't have to be a politician. You don't have to be some entertainer to get people to notice you. A lot of times it's the little people, the little humans that are looking up to you. What an amazing blessing that you have to influence the lives of people that are going to touch others in the future. So I want you to take down 3 things for me today. Number 1, don't focus so much on yourself. Number 2, don't get so wrapped up in receiving accolades or an attaboy. Because I'm going to tell you this, a lot of times you're not going to get it. In Proverbs 3:5-6, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Placing everything that you do as if you were doing it before the Lord. And number 3, stop beating yourself down for your past mistakes. The past is over with. There is absolutely nothing you can do to go back and fix it. Because most of the time when we make mistakes, you're not going to be able to fix it. Get up, dust yourself off, say, God, forgive me. Try to make it right with those that you can, and drive forward. If you've made mistakes in your career or in your life, either small or major, and you're facing depression right now, or you're facing high anxiety, or you're completely stressed out, take a moment today and say, God, forgive me. I teach my daughters, when you make a mistake, own your mistake. Own up to it. Release it to God and say, Lord, help me to be better. And then start fresh with the mindset that I want to help others be better than even I was. Guys, thank you for listening today. Remember to take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. And we'll talk to you later. If you're a fan of this channel and would like for me to come down to your church or organization, follow the link right here. Click on the contact and fill out the form on below with the date that you would like for me to come down. Guys, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Know that you're loved, and we'll talk to you later.